Welcome all YouTubers and Beagle fans. Welcome all YouTubers and Discord fans in our game of football. NFL is Sunday afternoon, week 14. We have the Pittsburgh Steelers, who is 8-4, take on Baltimore Ravens, 10-2 at M&T Bank Stadium. Let's go to the 2025 season week 14 matchup details. And for the offense points per game, Steelers won that. They're in 8th place. Passing yards, Steelers won that. They're 21st place. Rushing yards, Baltimore won that. They are in 1st place on that. Opponents point per game, Baltimore won that. They're 2nd in that. Opponents passing yards, Steelers, they're 2nd. And opponents rushing yards, Red Baltimore, they're 2nd. The top 3 players for Pittsburgh Steelers. Left edge, TJ Watt, who's 96 overriding, 337 tackles, 8 tackles for loss. Defense tackle, Casey Hayward, 95 overrating, 35 tackles, 4 tackles for loss. Cornerback, Jalen Ramsey, 94 overall, 0 interceptions, 6 passing deflections. Now, top 3 players for Baltimore Ravens. Quarterback, Lamar Jackson, who's 98 overrating, 1,815 passing yards, 11 passing touchdowns. Halfback, Derrick Henry, 96 overrating, 5 yards per carry, 1,107 rushing yards. And Mike R. Smith, 93 overrating, 72 tackles, 0 sacks. Let's go to the injuries. Steelers have 10 injuries. So defense tackle D. Aguilar is out. Defense tackle D. Lottery is out. Free safety M. Kilbrew is out. Tight end D. Parham is out. Defense tackle B. Martin is out. Right edge N. Herbrig is out. Defense tackle I. Leathermilk is healthy. Cornerback D. Kent is healthy. Strong safety D. Elliott is healthy. And right guard M. Sharpening is healthy. For Baltimore Ravens, 10 injuries. Cornerback B. Kane's out. Cornerback R. Longerbeam's out. Left tackle R. Stanley's out. Halfback J. Hill's out. Defense tackle B. Washington's out. Free safety A. Washington's out. Right edge A. Isaac is healthy. Mike J. Higgins 4 is healthy. Defense tackle and Melon Luke is healthy. And right edge T. Robinson is healthy. So, in the standings for this, Baltimore is 10-2, and they're head of the North, and Pittsburgh Steelers is a 2nd from Baltimore, and in division and 8-4. So let's go. See you in the first quarter. And the first quarter.
Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. On the visitor's sideline, Steeler head coach Mike Tomlin. His guys, losers of 2 straight, hoping to get back on track here. His counterpart on the Ravens sideline, John Harbaugh. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 7. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Now he's going to step up and run. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. The Steelers at 8-4 now on the year, but they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a play fake. Rodgers goes right back to Smith again. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
On play action, Rodgers. It's caught on the right side of Smith. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
First down, Steelers.
And again, it's Rodgers. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown,
DK Metcalf. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. They'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
Anytime anyone throws for over 300 yards in a game, you know their name is going to be considered for Offensive Player of the Week. And in the AFC last week, our guy got it.
Yeah, he was the guy on top of his game. We'll try to duplicate that here in this one. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 14 carries, 70 yards, and a touchdown.
When a winning streak stretches this far, you start to wonder if a team is truly unstoppable. And here's a guy who's been very much the legs that have helped drive this team to wins week after week. And even when teams have keyed on him and tried to slow him down, he's still gotten the job done enough to avoid a loss. Talking with him in pregame, though, he thinks that this week could be his biggest week yet.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10. That's a 40-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. That's a pretty strong running there. It's going to take this across the 50 and down to the 44. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Henry up the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Halted in his tracks by Keanu Benton. From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak. It's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes it carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10. 31.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now it's Jackson. He finds Bateman over the middle. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Cameron Hayward in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did something with that.
Completes it to Austin. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball, and if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up 2nd down. Now run straight ahead with Warren. going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. 4 receivers on the field. It's 3rd and 4. Now Rodgers. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Hey, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 12-yard line.
Here's Rodgers. Now he'll tuck this and run. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. They look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Jackson going to keep it running right. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Jackson going to run again. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
16 yards. That's another Baltimore first down.
In motion left, Bateman. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw is Jackson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Jackson to throw. Right side and caught by Kohler. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Now 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
They'll try to move it in with Ricard. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Patrick Ricard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, goes out there saying, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
That's good for the Steelers. First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Rodgers now to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As
Adams first quarter. The second quarter is Pittsburgh Steelers 10, Baltimore Raven 7. Let's go.
got it with a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trenton Simpson. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
A first down carry for Henry. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. T.J. Watt, always the disruptor, there to blow that play up.
Steelers 44-yard line.
A throw out wide caught by Hopkins. Short completion, just 4 yards. And 3rd and 8 now.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Jackson. That went into the hands of Flowers. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Baltimore first down.
Jackson options out left. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He was brought down.
2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 20-yard line.
Henry out of the pistol. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
That is caught. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Henry running right. he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now they bring the tight end in motion right. Jackson now. And that is incomplete here.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it in. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Ravens have taken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 14-10.
Steelers 10.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
At the 17-yard line.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And the Baltimore.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll get it in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Derrick Henry, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Man open downfield. It's Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd down and 6 now. Again, a run with Gainwell. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
That's another Steelers 1st down. It's a gain of 10. 1st down.
They run behind center with Gainwell. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Steelers have cut it back within a score.
The kick is good.
Boswell good with the extra point. And it's now 21-17.
Steelers 17. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. He's hoping to get it going. They're hoping to get him going, too. You know, he's about ready to pop one here in the second quarter. He's hoping.
And his offensive line teammates, they want to get one of those, too, because they want to continue to run the football. Most offensive linemen like that part of the game better than pass protection because they're not taking blows, they're actually dealing them out. So what they want to do is show the coaches, hey, if we pop one, we're having success. That way they won't go away from the running game.
He'll be hoping to pop one, break one here this go-around. Now an option play on second down. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. Now it's Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. Fighting his way through contact. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Running from the gun with Henry. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Lamar changing the play. And now they'll shift things around. Jackson. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. There he goes left side. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. The offenses have success. You could say they've run wild a little bit. Time for the defenses to get into the act, and one does here.
Nothing like a little bit of revenge for the defense. They've had to deal with it all game long. Both offenses going up and down the field. How about it when they take the ball away and take it to the other end zone?
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
Ravens 21.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson about ready to take over once more. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on first and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. A short throw caught by Andrews. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And they run the option here on first and 10. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 27. Now it's Jackson. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Second and 10.
Brings up second and 10.
Slot man moves right. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. 18 yards that time to push him up first and goal.
Baltimore, first down.
They go play action with Jackson. He's got a man. It's his fullback. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
A gain of 5. Brings up second and goal.
Henry fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard. That's all. Down to the 2. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
1 yard on the play. It's now third.
Operating from the gun. Jackson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
No gain on the play.
Cameron Hayward in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On fourth down, on is Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal. From the right hash and a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Steelers offense and DK Metcalf getting ready to go back to work. Rodgers going to throw. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender his way, because whatever they've done, it has not worked in this first half.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's good for a Steelers first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This one deep for Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Mike Green. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now second and 3.
Second and 3 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. Going for Bateman. He's got him on the out route. And he's out of bounds. Able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Lamar changing the look. Now Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Henry. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 42-yard line.
To throw again is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. To throw is Jackson. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be
And the halftime is Pittsburgh Steelers 24, Baltimore 27.
away and incomplete. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Ravens offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. And he's been a nightmare for defenses to try and contain all year long. NFL leader in rushing yards at the QB position here late in the season. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Again to Henry. And they'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's Jackson to throw. He's got the hook up to Hopkins. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Ravens are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Now Rodgers. Complete toss to here over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Second down and 3. Rodgers now to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing is Rodgers. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. The first carry now, this is Johnson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw is Rodgers. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53. Boswell's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And able to get this out to the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. From the gun on third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
This offense making its way back out, led by their wide receiver. And he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this third quarter. Looking to put a drive together. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. A short one there to Fryermuth. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 5. At the Ravens' 46-yard line.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for the Steelers.
Now runs straight ahead with Warren. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. From the 35, here's the 2nd and 8. Now it's Rodgers. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Well, I haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't like a target that size. I mean, that's a big, tall receiver, and somehow he missed him anyway.
Yeah, tempting to just put it out there for him to go get it, but dangerous throw and not on target.
Yeah, sometimes even a receiver with that type of catch radius can't haul them in if they're not accurate.
Line of scrimmage to 15. It's 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 20. And the Steelers.
They toss it to Warren. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. Now Rodgers. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Steelers first down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Gainwell is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And unfortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. DK Metcalf. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Boswell good with the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now Jackson going to shift them around. And now they'll audible to something else. And they'll hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so, they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The Jackson going to hold on to it again. They'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
The tight end in motion right. Here's Jackson. Over the middle, connecting with Kohler. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Oh, they're changing this at the line. They go with the option on 4th down, left side. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's what really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38.
Here's Rodgers. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And that last throw, not going to count for much in the grand scheme of things, but it does move him over 3,000 yards passing for the season. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Rodgers. He finds Austin complete. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Rodgers going to throw. His throw incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Boswell's kick is good, and they have regained the lead. So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Flowers. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
12 yards. And the Baltimore first down.
The toss right to Henry. Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now it's Jackson. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. Mike Tomlin has reached for that red challenge flag, and he'll throw it out there.
Previous play is under review.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
Now it's Jackson. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. He's into space past the 25. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal. At the 2-yard
line. They'll give Henry another shot. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Now Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. He'll let it fly for Austin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
That is caught. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 21 yards there on third down. Now a play fake. Rodgers going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Steelers have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now in Baltimore. For the fourth quarter.
Welcome back, everyone. We are end of third quarter, going fourth quarter, and Pittsburgh Steelers 44 and Baltimore Ravens 41.
Begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. This 2nd and 4. Jackson going to change things up a bit. 2nd and 4. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing is Jackson. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Jackson to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Derrick Henry.
Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Steelers' 17-yard line.
Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd.
Jackson's going to try the sneak. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started.
Tyler Luke on for the Ravens field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10.
Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral. Because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdown.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. Room past the 35 and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
That's good for a Steelers first down. A gain of 16 yards.
Rodgers now to throw. Now a screen set up for Johnson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Throwing is Rodgers. Going across the formation, he finds Freiermuth. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
That's another Steelers first down. A gain of 18 on the play. And the Steeler first down.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Now Rodgers. That's complete to Skoranek out left. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
And the Steelers first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now it's Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Steelers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. So still time remaining here in this 4th quarter, but the touchdown there puts them back out in front.
And you and I both know that their defense will not very subtly remind everyone that they started all of this because they held firm on the last drive and only gave up a field goal. Gave it back to the offense in a tied game and said, okay, your turn now, make something happen. And they went down the field and scored.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Ravens 44. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Now Lamar changing the play. A first down carry for Henry. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll run it again with Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Now a 3rd and 6.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Well, this offense and their wideout headed back onto the field. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. On play action, Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Green 18.
On play action, now Rodgers. So left side caught by the tight end Freiermuth.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Rodgers to throw once more. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. And now an audible here into something else. Henry out of the pistol. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Jackson now. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Keanu Benton, the one who got in to bury him. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Here comes Peppers. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. is continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A handoff for Warren. That's a run now. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but